You're back live with Cecilia, Flores, and IKE DIAZ on the Jam. It goes down every Saturday night. Hello, Cecilia.
Hey.
So I'm going to be playing a lot of Prince tonight. I got about 10 tracks from Prince because it was his birthday this week, and he's one of my favorite artists of all time.
Yeah.
Are you a Prince fan? Excuse me.
Yes. I actually saw Prince here in Arkansas.
Really?
And when I was at the concert, we were sitting like on the side of the stage, the right hand side, and I noticed that during the concert, he would get off and go change on our side.
Yeah.
So it was at the end of the concert, of course, the last song he plays is Purple Rain. Yeah. And right before the song got over, I barged my way through to the end of the rail.
Yeah.
Where you could see him go to the back. Well, I leaned over the rail and I yelled his name. I was like, Prince! And I had my hand. Well, he started walking towards me. And when he was walking towards me, everybody jumped on the rail. I mean, I literally almost fell over. But he did. He walked towards us and he shook everybody's hand and he touched my hand. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to wash my hands.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And I did not realize how tiny he was, but he was very, very tiny.
Really? He looks like a giant on TV, don't he?
No, he is so small. Tiny. I mean, really tiny. I was shocked.
One of my buddies put up this week, he said, would you like to see Prince, Michael Jackson, Tupac, and a couple other ones? And I was the only one that picked Prince.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I think, yeah.
Man.
Yeah, Prince is...
I never got to see him in concert. I'm going to be honest with you. I never got to see it. And I'm like, wow, it's something I missed out on, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Especially the early days when Doves Cry and Purple Rain and all that.
Yeah.
Man, that would have been a great time. So I'm gonna get back to sports again. Shout out to Denver Broncos locker room, Gary Martinez, Tim Brown, Gary Martinez's wife, Phyllis, and I think that's the only administrators, right?
Right. I think there might be a few more in there.
Yeah, and give a shout out to them. But so I gave you my pick. You just throw a pick out there. It's not it don't have to be set in stone right now. You could change it later. But what do you think?
I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, who? It's hard to say because, I mean, we don't know if they're going to go for a quarterback, or I really don't know who my pick would be. With all the new guys they have, we just signed on McDonald, defensive lineman.
Yeah, from Tampa Bay.
There's so many on there. Yes, the Buccaneers.
Yeah, so yeah, man, I didn't want to go to a rebuild thing, but it's almost a rebuild.
It is, absolutely. It's like a brand new team.
Yeah.
All of it.
But you almost need that sometimes, to be honest with you. You almost need to have that full change just to get back to where you want to be. And we won Super Bowls. We're spoiled. I'm gonna be honest with you. We're Colorado. Yeah. You know what I mean? And we're spoiled. We want those Super Bowls. So it's like you still haven't gave me a record.
Because I don't know. I don't know. I want to see, and it's this weekend, right?
Oh, the draft. The draft. Yeah. Is it this weekend or next weekend? I can't remember. I used to like the draft when it was Saturday and Sunday.
Coming up weekend. Mm-hmm.
You know, from 8 a.m. till 10 o'clock at night, I would take both days off, and I would just watch the draft all day long.
Really?
And now it's set up to where it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I think they're off Sundays now. But it was so much fun when it was lined up like how I just
some choices are hard.
How I just said it.
Buttermilk crispy chips or the buttermilk crispy.
Yeah.
Now I wonder what's out that didn't come out in there. I just pushed play on it to see if it would work, and I heard the commercial playing in the background. It's crazy. So I don't know. We got a long way. We got a lot to we got a lot to look at as far as the Broncos go. I seen the post about Roby taking over for Talib. We knew Roby was going to take over. Hopefully he even wins the spot, though. You know what I mean? Because they're going to bring in competition, and there might be somebody better because he plays that nickel kind of role, and he plays that third corner, and he's good at it. You know what I mean? I've heard a lot of people say he was overrated, but I don't want to go. I don't want to go for the. I don't want to. I don't want to be one of the guys that say he's overrated because I don't think that, because he's one of the reasons we won the Super Bowl with those big plays that he had, because he had some pretty decent big plays during the Super Bowl run. But I'll be honest with you. I miss Peyton Manning. I wish he would have stood over one more year, because even if he couldn't throw the ball anymore, Joe Montana could never throw the ball. And look, he has 4 Super Bowls. So I think Peyton Manning could have done it. I just think his body was just too beat up anymore. Just like John Elway back in the days.
Right. Yep.
Did you get to go to a lot of those games back when John Elway was?
No.
Yeah, we went to a lot of the games. Them Super Bowl years, we went to the playoff games. My buddy had they had a pizza parlor, and they had a season ticket package.
Oh, really?
So he could never get the time off, so he would just give us the tickets, and we would go, and it was a great time. Them Super Bowl years. So it was pretty fun. Is there any songs you want to hear tonight?
You know what? I had a list a couple weeks ago. I was like, I'm going to write this song down. I'm going to write. You need to play some Janet Jackson.
Yeah, I got a
the
couple.
Old one.
Give me a couple names. I got some Janet Jackson in here, and it is some older ones.
Yeah, like some from her album Control.
Yeah. I got those are the ones I got in here. I'll play them before the end of the night. I'll make sure to play them for you. That way, later on, next couple days or something, you could tune in. Because like you don't have to listen to the whole podcast. You could just go to the songs you want to listen to. I know you probably see it when you go in. You can just pick out the ones you want to listen to. This last week, I played almost every song I like, so I could listen to that whole podcast. Because sometimes I play a lot of old school that I don't really like, but I play it because I know a lot of people like it. So it's like I go ahead and play it. But it's been an awesome time. Thank you for tuning in with me this week. I really want to get the draft lineup. Like I said, if we could do like the top 20 back to back of what we think it'll be. And now with the Broncos moving up to number 2, that really, because I was kind of set at where I thought the Broncos were going, and some of the other teams, but now it's like, wow, what are we going to do now?
Well, it was kind of almost like, after I read that, it was like they were almost counting on, they knew, that was going to happen. So that, being number 5, to me, it was like they knew that they were going to be moved up to number 2.
Wow. What's before we go, what's your favorite like old school rap song? Maybe I'd like to play something that you're one of your old school rap songs.
Oh my gosh.
I play a lot of Beastie Boys. I play a lot of I like Biz Markie. I like Big Daddy Kane. Well, I don't. It's not the but some of the songs I do like. You know what I mean? I don't like a lot of their music.
An old one that I like is the LL Cool J. Is that what you were going to say right now?
Yeah, I got some LL Cool J in here. I got like I'm Bad and I Need Love and Around the Way Girl. Yeah. Well, give me.
Those are fine. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. LL Cool J is the LL Cool J one.
Yeah, the only thing weird about those is it the ones I got is like the video version, so it kind of talks through the first part of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I'll play them tonight, but I have to find the one where it's just a complete music without the talking. Both of them have like talking in them. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. I know Michelle, she said she's off tonight and tomorrow, so I hope she's still listening in with us. Yeah, I like to get on real early because everybody tunes in early on Sunday. That's why we get a lot of listeners.
Yeah.
We we had almost 700 downloads.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's really because we normally the most we get on downloads is like 400 or not 400 like 4 downloads. So we did almost 700 downloads. We did really good. I'm really excited. So. Hopefully we keep building this up and get you prepared for your sports show. Don't get nervous. You'll be able to do it. Don't worry. I got faith in you. No, I'm not trying to push it on you. I'm just like I have so much going on. I can't do it every week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm not asking you to do it every week, but switch it. Like I said,
yeah,
switch off.
just between everybody. Yeah, between everybody.
And then, like I said, we got Denise who's ready, and Lisa's ready, and the other guys that we're bringing in. So we'll have a good round table and bring a lot to the table when we get the sports show back on the air. So it's going to be fun. I'm glad we sit and talk about the Jam. Did you get to watch any? Do you watch any of the Walking Dead or no?
You know what? My son made me watch like the first 5, 6 seasons, and I haven't watched it since. I think I'm like 2 or 3 seasons behind.
Yeah.
Maybe 2.
Denise finished up with the season finale.
I know.
It was pretty good. She did like 3 episodes in one because she was sick for a couple of weeks. So she did like 3 episodes in one and did really good. She had Rick on there and Lori's brother Mark. So she did. Because I told her about having a round table, and she said she really enjoyed it, having all those extra podcasters on there. So once again, we got the new podcast tomorrow on KBLP LLC. We got the Gourmet Ghetto Grub. I know it's kind of a weird name, but he's a great cook, aspiring chef. Hopefully he I know that's his goal deep down, but right now he's pretty much a good chef. He cooked. He had a good meal when I went to lunch. He cooked a good old Italian style dinner tonight. So I was really happy.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like fun.
Yeah, he got down
a lot of ideas he can give you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I told him, he has to, 12 episodes, take a couple week break, and then come back for 12 more. I said, "Do you have that many dishes?" And he said he has that many dishes. Wow. I'm not a cook. I'm gonna be. I can cook, the basics, but I'm not a chef.
Yeah.
I'm not that great at that, but it's cool that we have somebody. It's always podcasting is like the circus. You have to have a little bit of this. You have to have your giants. You have to have your shorter ones. You have to have your bigger guys. You have to have your muscular guys. So that's what podcasting is. We have to have a variety of different things. So we have a lot of listeners, So So it's pretty cool. How's your schedule this week as far as work and everything?
Yeah, I'm just catching up from being on vacation.
Yeah.
So it's kind of crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're just trying to get everything back to normal?
Yeah, trying to.
Looks like I'm going to get back into some music, and then we'll try to look forward to next week. And like I said, I'll try to go on a little early. That way you don't have to stay up so late for me. Yeah, I'm going to stay on until about 5 in the morning. Because like I said, tomorrow we're going to go straight into the new podcast.
Yeah, and next week we'll probably have a lot to talk about with the draft.
Yeah, see, that's what I want to actually do a separate sports show next week. So, like I said, if me, you, and Denise come on for 45 minutes to an hour, because we don't do like our music shows are 4 or 5 hours, but our talk shows are like an hour. Some of them go to 2 hours. So if we could do like 45 minutes to an hour between all 3 of us, I think we could put and then hopefully bring on those other guys and Lise. We'd have a really nice round table. I mean, we can all be on at the same time, but maybe 2 or 3 at a time. So keep that in mind. So maybe you'll be doing 2 podcasts next week.
God.
Yeah. See, I'm trying to talk you into all the podcasts. You want to do this one, that one? Everybody does all kinds of different. Like Denise, she does like 5 podcasts a week. I can't even keep up. I used to be able to do that. I can't do it anymore.